My room was the same. It was a mess. I could not stand the clutter. I wanted to add colour to my black and white acrylic walls. Last spring I bought a lovely bright pink coloured duvet. My walls were painted with spirals of calm blue and green. I lay on my bed and just imagined rowing it through a crystal clear ocean. I could feel those calm colours wash out. They were lost forever after cleaning my duvets in the washer. The colours were not pink but white again. The nuts and bolts from the bed were loose, so the bed was rocking and sliding. In every dream I had, I could feel my poor bed crash towards the blue and green spirals that were marked on my wall. I would also now have to clench my nose with my hands every time I entered because my mum bought me this new room spray to make my room smell nice. The clean aroma just made me feel very dizzy and nauseous. This room couldn't be me. In the winter I decided to make another change and painted the room the horrible white and black that it was. Papers and old magazines were cluttered on top of the wardrobe, and again it was a mess, but at least it was me. The room also had a CD player. Without this, my room would never be complete. I would always add another CD to my collection, but would grow tiresome of listening to the same tracks over and over again. I could feel my mind slowly turning to this jilted record set on repeat. I wanted to take the old CDs and throw them away. I decided to adjust the buttons one day and turn the CD player on real loud. The power chords of Metallica's electronic guitar were engaged to full volume and disturbed the calm emptiness of the paper-thin walls in my bedroom. The electronic words were pumping me up. Give me fuel, give me fire. They were pulsating to my ears. I could feel a part of myself leaving this empty room and moving at hyperspeed, while the other part was sunk lazily on the bed. The words were addictive, the words were pleasure. I was feeling high, but then all music stopped. I couldn't move. I was out of breath. I was craving something right now, but what could it be? Everything was just too quiet. Something had to be done tonight. Part 2. Bored, lonely, hungry, bored, lonely, hungry. My mind was a jilted record set on repeat again. The room, damn it, was always the same. It was just so incomplete, so quiet and so empty. I took out the first cigar. Fire spurted out. I could feel a great rush to the head and an intense heat on the tips of my hand. I took a deep breath in, but I've never smoked before. I felt that I was drowning in a great sea, but at the same time I could feel myself slowly not caring about anyone else anymore. Why should I? I was convinced I would die alone in this room. And when I played another song on my CD player, Avenged Sevenfold, Almost Too Easy, and opened up the window, the calm, crisp air replenished my lungs, and to my great disappointment woke me from my peaceful slumber. The words just feel so different. They're not good anymore. They're so bitter. I wanted to mould them, use them, and everyone. They will be safe tonight. My audience would be blown away when I finished the finale. I drove through the open streets. I stopped the car when I spotted a local sweet shop. The pink and blue colours were so bright and inviting. I could feel myself being that child again. I saw the sweets, I wanted them. They were protected by glass. It looked so white. I always hated that colour. I could not stand white because it was just so clean. I took out my metal baton, twirled it around, and then I could hear the delightful clash of broken glass. It gushed out through the tips of the window frame. The shopkeeper was hiding under the counter, his arms and legs shaking. I could hear voices that were startling me. What are you doing? Why haven't you done it yet? I wanted to hear silence again. I wanted to hear the voices just to go away. The shop was lit up with fire and lights. Here shall be the explosion up at the end. I set the TNT outside the shop. I was about to fire the fuse. The noises, however, didn't expect to hear were sirens of the police car that were pulling up ahead of the sweet shop. The noises were on repeat. They set up a distress signal. The police entered the shop. I could feel myself feeling numb and empty again. This will be finished. I grabbed my gun. This was followed by a final gunshot, and then the mute of silence. The shop owner was dead. I could see the blood. I could feel my neck and arms chained up. I should never be free, but there was no way of stopping the show.